Back at it again with another one, and we are going to be looking at the move from the Nasdaq last week. If you don't know now, you know we're on Twitter. The handle is SCHMDII, and I'm just gonna pull out the business real quick. Go to that chart there. Yeah, so we had the numbers come out. It was ridiculously high. Let's just take a quick look at the numbers from last week. If you don't know, when NFP drops, it's the first Friday of every trading month generally. In some cases, it might be the following month, depend on dating and whatever, but most of the time, it's the first Friday of every month. And as you can see here, average hourly earnings month on month came out as forecasted. Okay, at least it's higher than the previous month. The non-farm employment change came way higher than expected and way higher than the previous month, which is very bullish for the dollar. And then the unemployment rate came out lower than the previous month and what was forecasted. So it's very good numbers. And then that got me thinking as to how this could translate over into the charts. And my thinking at the time was that the DXY is bullish. The unemployment numbers and the NFP numbers came out much better than expected. And I'm thinking to myself, will we then see buys in indices? The narrative underpinning the marketplace is that we are anticipating rate cuts if numbers are good enough, particularly the inflation number, CPI, which is coming out tomorrow, and the inflation rate. If inflation is going down and unemployment numbers are decreasing and jobs are being created, that could signal that, okay, the economy is still robust and perhaps we could drop rates. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm, of course, still just learning the full ebbs and flows of the fundamentals. But at the time when I took the trade, that was the context I was going in with, right? And I was like, will we see buys or will we see price sell off due to us now being in a risk off environment? By risk off, it's when the DXY is pumping up, we can expect to see foreign currencies and indices drop as well, because investors seek high yield in a relatively safer asset such as the dollar as opposed to riskier assets. But the inverse is true when the DXY is dropping, when we then enter a risk on environment where investors will look to sell off dollars and purchase higher yielding risky assets. And at the time, timestamp, as you can see, this is what I was seeing there. All right. The news dropped. We had a spike down in price. I'm going to obviously open up the chart now and you can take a look. Price dropped down and then it began to go up. I noticed that fair value gap that was opened, and the double top there, which would be a drawn liquidity. I had confidence that this was the low because I looked at the Dow and the Nasdaq. We had SMT divergence. On the Dow, as you can see, it's sloping to the upside. We didn't make a lower low. We made a higher low. And as the Nasdaq, the opposite was true, as we made a lower low. So I was like, okay, there's a correct correlation between these two closely correlated assets. I can anticipate that this is a low. And I was looking for buys. I came through again, through a fib on it, looked at this, and I'm like, okay, we could come down to that OTE zone and then push up. And as you can see via the update, that is what happened. Price came lower into that OTE zone, that fair value gap on the M1 time frame, and then we began to push up. Structure began to just pull up, spool up, and spool up, right? That is the updated M1 view from the entry that we took. And yeah, man, I was just talking on the current target. This was the dealing range we were looking at. Price shot well above this. I'll open up the chart again now. It's low-key consolidating in this area here now. Consolidating in that area. But then I'm still looking at that buy side on the higher time frame. Perhaps you could sell up and fill it out. So as you can see, I was live tweeting through my thought process and during the trade that I took. Very healthy trade. Had to process that young withdrawal. And I feel good, man. I had my most profitable NFP as of yet this past one. the April NFP, and it's partly due to this setup, and as well as that nice weekly SMT buy that I saw via the Euro and the DXY. Very nice week. Nice way to start off April. It got me cocky though, I won't lie. I was a very, pardon my yawning. I was way too eager to enter trades, and I took a bit of a haircut. I funded on Monday last week. I mean Tuesday, sorry. I managed to withdraw my initial investment, so I'm trading the account emotion free. But I did take a 30% haircut yesterday due to my own negligence. I was trading Nasdaq on Monday where there's no red folder news during London session, and I tried buying in premium. Stupid. It's like I broke all the rules, and I was entering outside of my entry time. I was just chatting with a friend, and we went into the week with high energy, and I was just, I was looking at charts on Monday, something I shouldn't be doing, but it is what it is. I saw something on the Euro though, and the GBP, bit of divergence that played out nicely. I'll post on that. And yeah, man, I was cross-contaminating my account as well. I have an account where I'm specifically like, this is just for Forex. It's my highest leverage one. It's my main account. And then another one with lower leverage for indices. So Monday I saw the lower one for indices. It's fine since it's a high-risk account. I don't really mind. Plus the leverage reflects that and I won't really get hurt. So, yeah, man. An NFP, I took an indices trade on my main account and it played out handsomely. Hence, I thought I could do the same thing today. Plus, you can see my target. I was looking at, not today, yesterday. I was looking at price to just carry on up. My thinking was that once we could take Monday and Tuesday to get up, then maybe we see the reversal Wednesday taking us to the downside to claim that. Not sure. I'll see. But long story short, I took a big slap. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna just try slowly climb out. And I was given opportunities to take back the losses with the few positions that I placed on the main account. But because I was like, nah, I want to hold for the big potential payout, which would have been very nice, I ended up taking smaller profits than I anticipated. And I didn't take the loss that I wanted to. I didn't recoup the loss that I wanted to, but it's fine. I'm gonna just try setting alerts and spending as less time as possible on my charts. I'm just gonna concede and accept that I'm good with Nasdaq after red folder news events. I'm killing NFP. I am destroying NFP. So far, I'm up 4-0 this year versus NFP. And it feels good, It feels very good. But without saying too much, that's essentially the situation on the Nasdaq for the trade we took last week. Let me just go to the M5 for you. We'll look into that price fractal a bit more. Oh yeah, you can see this consolidation we're making. Very interesting. Very interesting. We have the sell side below there. We have some buy side as well. I'll speak more on that just now, but let's just zoom into this. 1 minute time frame, because that's where we framed the entry last week. 1 minute over here, as you can see. It's so nice, man. It's so nice. The NFP news dropped. We took out all that liquidity, tapped into that. We made the lower low. Right. Opened up that fair value gap over there, and that's where we took our entry. Very beautiful how clear it all becomes if you just wait. Oh, snap. Never mind. I forgot. I hid all of that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just yeah, man, I was trying to buy that. No, this was NFP day. Yeah, Monday something similar happened to me. It's crazy. The mistake I made, but I should have rectified it. Whatever. There's a fair value gap on the 4H that's currently there. I'm looking at price to come back and fill that out. Let me not get too too caught up in other things. Yeah, man. NFP news dropped. Price dropped, spiking down to the downside. Shot up, opened that fair value gap, and then we came back to fill it in around about 940 ish. 940. You know, very nice. 940, 1010 macro. You know, and this is just where we are with it now. So we're just consolidating, accumulating. I don't know what price is going to do. I'm looking for buys. I'm just sitting on my hands, as I should have been doing yesterday, because I know better than to fucking trade on a Monday. But anyway, yeah, this chop me up. It is what it is. But I suspect price is just gearing up for the CPI number. Like I said, I'm looking at the 4H, right? What is this? This Monday. Yeah, this is another thing. Like I saw that SMT, you know, and I was overly cocky with it yesterday. But here we are. We're looking at that dealing range. I am anticipating price come down to the OTE zone. Maybe not today, but perhaps tomorrow. You see, I was buying way above discount. I'm in equilibrium, which I should definitely know better. Buy in discount, sell in premium. That's simple, but it's fine. Consolidation. I'm looking for price to manipulate down and then shoot up. Tomorrow is Q3 of the weekly cycle, so you can expect nice, beautiful buys. I just gotta survive, not blow the account, and then do what I do best. Oh man, thank God for the skill. So yeah, this area definitely has my attention. Looking for price to continue this hectic consolidation. Finish off the chop, perhaps go down in there, and then shoot up to attack that buy side, as you can see. As you can see over there. So yeah, that's just my plan with the Nasdaq currently. I'm gonna exercise setting alerts and such. I wanna look at the charts as less as possible. Just reduce the potential I have to fuck up in between good trades. Taking the good trades, it's easy. It's just the waiting in between of the good trades that's where problems arise. But it is what it is. I've reduced some size on the other account. Just self-punishment, self-punishment. I've reduced the amount of capital I have access to, so that should force me into limiting my size to better exercise risk management. So yeah, man, it's a work in progress. I was just feeling myself, man. That withdrawal from last week's NFP had me feeling a type of a way. I had a soft weekend with my girl. Man. Man. Plus, shout out to my boy Ezra. We linked up. He's into crypto. He put me on to some crypto futures. Took along on whiff. My first futures trade on crypto and got 100 and something% return. So of course, man, I was feeling myself yesterday, brother. But yeah, thank God for the skill. If you don't know now, you know. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitter. That's the handle over there. We are of course on YouTube, Sitchmatic Trading. I don't know where you'll see this. Maybe someone will clip this and try to push it as their own thing, but it is what it is. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. I've noticed an uptick in views and subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I'll be sure to keep dropping this valuable content and let's continue growing. Yes, sir.